Schedule builders and counselors, the purpose of this video is to show you how to work with student course requests in PowerScheduler, specifically how you can go to a student and either add requests or edit requests, depending on if they missed your enrollment process or if they have an error and you need to change something or you need to add alternates or whatever the case might be. So what we're going to do first is you're going to log into PowerSchool and go to PowerScheduler. Once you are in PowerScheduler, you are going to come down on the left-hand side, Resources, and click on Students. Once you're in the Students section, if you're going to work with a lot of students and check a lot of requests, if it was me, I would change this drop-down. Typically, it starts on Preferences. I would switch that to Requests so that anytime you click on any student that's selected, you're going to be taken to the Requests section of the screen. I have 3 test students already pulled up. But typically what you would do is you would do a search for the students you're looking for. I'm going to start typing, it's just last name, comma, first name. So I'm going to start typing my student search. I can type in SRC because those are what my test students' names start with. And then I get a results list. If I click on any of them, they all populate over here on the left-hand side. If I click on any of those names, it show up on the list. You could search by letter of an alphabet. You could search by next year's grade level or current grade level. You can do compound searches in the search bar to find large numbers of students. It just depends how many kids you want to work with. Once I have somebody that I want to work with, I'm going to click on their name on the left-hand side, and that's going to take me to their request screen. This would be an example of a student who didn't have any requests. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to come over here on the right, and I'm going to add new requests for this student. When I do this, I'm going to click on the Associate button. And now I'm going to see a list of all the classes that are available at this school. It is sorted by course number, so as you get to know course numbers better and the structure of course numbers, you'll get to know where classes are pretty well. Well, let's say this student is going to take Drawing 1, and then I'm going to hold you can't see this on the screen, I'm going to hold the Control key down, and I'm going to scroll down and say they're going to take Observational Drawing 1, they're going to take Avid, they are going to take sophomore level English. I can't remember what grade level this student's supposed to be in. They're going to take sophomore level English. They're going to take geometry. They're going to take, let's find them a science class. They're going to take honors bio 1. Nope, they're going to take college chemistry. So what I'm doing, I'm holding the Control key down the whole time, which allows me to select more than one course, or if I click on one that I don't want, I can click on it again. I have not taken my hand off the Control key. I'm going to scroll down. Let's say we're also taking AP World History, and I'm going to hit Submit. Now that's going to populate your course numbers over here, and then when I hit Submit here, I can see the courses that I've selected. Now, if I know the courses, I know this is 1 credit, that's 2 together, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6, so I'm 1 credit short. You can add more credits. Maybe you're waiting to do something special with this student with something else. If you want to make an alternate for Drawing 1, if I can't get into Drawing 1, I'm going to put an E under this code. That makes, and I'm going to hit Submit, that makes Observational Drawing 1 an elective course. When it's an elective course, it's because I'm going to associate an alternate course by clicking on Associate. And if I can't do Drawing 1, maybe I want Graphic Design 1. And then I'm going to hit Submit. So now as a student, I've requested as a primary request Drawing 1, but it's an elective that can be replaced by Graphic Design 1 when the load happens, in case, for whatever reason, I can't get into Drawing 1. So that is how you do that. Let's say you're using section types for Drawing 1. If I click on the down arrow by section types, I can see that maybe there's a I'm making this up, maybe there's a freshman section type for Drawing 1. I can hit Submit. So now I've added that as a section type. So I'm going to take Drawing 1, section type freshman, and this is my alternate for it. If I'm like, there's really not a section type for Drawing 1, I can click on that, come up to where it's blank, hit Submit again. If I want to delete a request, say, oh, you know what, I didn't want to take Avid, that's the wrong class, I'm going to click on this box right here, and then click on Delete Selected, confirm. Now that goes away. That is how you, one thing also, the way we do scheduling At the high school level, we don't ever want the box checked for alternate. We don't want that. At the middle level, because we don't do random alternate classes for any elective. Middle schools, you do have that. So middle schools, if you have this checked as an alternate, or if I had AP World listed as an alternate, that's no longer a primary request. And the only way I'm going to get into this class is if I have an elective that I can't get into, so this class could replace that class. I can explain that more if you have any questions. But that is essentially how you create, that's essentially how you add requests to individual students. And don't worry, Liberty North, I will delete these as soon as I end this video.